1, 2, what is this? Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2.
Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Good
morning/afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're living in. You're officially on Man Cave morning/afternoon show.
What's good, people? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Man, listen.
We're in the building, y'all.
Listen, we are back in the building. We're back in the building. But first and foremost, My co-host right here, the man that always understands, and together we have the plan. We call him what? Smooth P.
And my brother right here, who's always been my man, representing the motherland. We call him the one, the only. In Africa, that means stormed on the general.
That was racist. You didn't realize that.
No, I'm saying I was calling it from the motherland.
First and foremost, shout out to everybody on the check-in there. Shout out to everybody checking us out live on BKS1 Radio TV on YouTube. Shout out to everybody that's checking us out on Twitter, Periscope. That's at Storm of BKS1. And then we retweet that to at BKS1 Radio ENT on Twitter, Periscope. Shout out to everybody watching us live on the mother site, WBKS1.com. WBKS1.com. Go to the site.
Yes.
Shout out to everybody that's listening to us on the TuneIn app.
Yes, sir.
Listen. If you don't have the TuneIn app by now, download it. It is free, people.
It is free.
$3.99.
$3.99.
Yes. Get the TuneIn app. You can listen to all your favorite radio stations from around the world. And guess who's on there? WBKS1, the Man Cave Morning Slash.
Go away. We done.
See that? You're a little disrespectful there.
I'm representing the motherland.
Shout out to
like
everybody
you.
that's checking us out on FB. Salute, peace, and blessings.
Yes,
Let's get some love
yes.
real quick on FB. Shout out to Kiss in the building.
What's up,
Miss
sis?
you, lady. Love
Yes,
you.
Absolutely.
Barry B on the check-in. Salute,
Hey.
peace, and blessings, family. Shout out to Kaz Minor.
Hey.
So did y'all pay the electric bill? Why are y'all suited up for a snowball fight? Too funny. Shout out to D-Mac on the check-in. Shout out to Sandy B. What's up, baby?
What's up,
Ben
sis?
Walker, Steve Penn, Ken Reed, Kimmy Brown, Chastity, Kurt, DJ Kurt Gilmore on the check-in, and everybody as y'all check in. Y'all know where you're at. No matter what platform you're on, YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, whatever, Facebook, hit the share button, click the share button, and we're going to get this information out here.
Absolutely.
All right? We're going to get this information out here. Okay, we got a lot of things to talk about today on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Lots been going on in the world since I last seen y'all.
Yeah.
Been a lot of events going on, a lot of partying, a lot of good things going on. Shout out to NJ Pack. The Shaka Khan concert was off the hook. That was November 14th. Shaka did her thing, and the after party was bananas. It was bananas. All right, and the next one, I'll be back rocking the ones and twos. Will be Ja Rule and Ashanti with Lloyd and Little Mo. That's January 4th. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets, man. NJ Pack. I'll be rocking the after party for that right there at NJ Pack. Again, just going to be another epic night, man. Those people know how to party. People know how to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a lot of good energy there. It was off the chain. I don't know if y'all seen any of my posts on FB, whatever, but just people was just having a great time, man. It was just a sea of people enjoying themselves. And that's what we like to do.
Yep.
That's what we like to do. So that's going down January 4th. Now listen, before then, we have the official New Year's Eve party. New Year's Eve party. Black Tie Affair. Elegant Black Tie Affair. All right. Going out of 2019 with a bang. That's going to be Tuesday, December 31st. That's 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. Again, that's 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. It's going to be at the Westwood in Garwood, New Jersey. That's 438 North Avenue, Garwood, New Jersey. Free parking. Open bar. And the sounds and the music brought to you by DJ Big H and yours truly, DJ Storm on the General. Dressed to impress, man. Formal attire. Reservations. You want reservations? Call 908-405-7620. Tickets only $70. And listen, it's an open bar all night. All right, I know a lot of you can get your drink on, but it's going to be some good food, all of that and everything. So say goodbye to 2019 and bring in the new year with us. Yes. Big shout out to Jerry. But call for those ticket price reservations. Contact Jerry at 908-405. That's, what's that, 7620?
I don't got my glasses.
You ain't got your glasses on?
I can't tell you nothing.
Let me see. I'm going to blow it out. Yes. That's 908-405-7620. You ain't got your glasses,
I
man.
left my glasses right at home on the dresser.
Listen. We're going to start nice and early for y'all today, but Smooth P was being prophesied to and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So somebody was telling him about his life, and he got held up.
Yeah.
And everything.
It's real talk, though.
It's all good. You good?
I'm great.
All right, bro. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. So let's talk about some things today, man. We're going to talk about a little bit more about self-sabotage, because one of the things I'm starting to see a lot, right? And I got to keep it 100. All right, y'all ready to have some real talk today? I'm seeing this a lot with our people as African Americans and everything we've been through in this country and all of that. I see that when we get into a situation or we have a specific battle we're fighting in, it's public or whatever the case may be, it's like one of us will come in and kind of either self-sabotage somebody else's fight without understanding the true nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like, I'm like, what are you doing? This is their fight. Even if you disagree with them, keep that to yourself or bring it directly to them.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it more than ever now with Colin Kaepernick. You know, everybody was Team Cap. Everybody was Team Colin Kaepernick. And then because he decides to do this audition and whatever, and he, you know, is getting back with the NFL and all this, whatever, I see people going after Colin, going after Cap, right? Stephen A, for example. Never been a big fan of Stephen A.
Coonan A.
And I'm definitely not now. All right, so that's one thing. So then now Rodney Reed, you know, the guy that they was about to execute in Texas, and they gave him a stay of execution because a lot of celebrities and people signed a petition like, hold up, they got evidence now that proves that it's not his DNA and this and that, whatever the case may be. So he probably didn't do this thing. So you can't, you know, execute this man, and he's innocent. Now I see Amanda Seales coming forward and blah, 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 and speaking out against the stay of execution or saying that she's not going to support, you know, the situation going on with Rodney Reed. And listen, man, I get it. But sometimes we need to shut the hell up and let people go through their fight and their battle. Either support them, and if you don't support them, just sit back and be quiet. Publicly a lot now lately, we've been seen coming out speaking against each other. And I get it. Free country, say what you want, feel how you want, whatever the case may be. But you got to understand there is somebody on the other side looking at us coming against each other and seeing how they could play that to their advantage. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So this is something we need to talk about today. We need to discuss and everything. Smooth Pete,
yes,
you'll
sir.
take on what I said, and then I'm going to show some different things. And even Judge Joe Brown. We're going to talk about all this today.
Drunken Joe.
So Judge Joe Brown now, you know, he's trying to get that Harriet Tubman $20 bill ready and talk, you know, discuss the design and everything like that. It goes back into effect. The whole talks about it go back into effect after Trump leaves office. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah,
so he wasn't gonna let that happen.
Yeah, so they're you know, this going to resume with the $20 bill with Harriet Tubman as soon as Trump leaves office. people, yo, I'm just saying, wake the hell up, man.
Your head.
See it for what it is. Go ahead. What's your take, man? And then I'm gonna show y'all some things, man.
I just think, unfortunately, the mass majority of our race still has a slave mentality, and whatever benefits massa is what's most important, not us and the people, you know, because we got to make sure massa's happy, because if massa happy, he won't be so mad at us, and he'll treat us a little nicer. So the fact, you know, going to the Colin Kaepernick situation, so many people are upset the fact that Cap decided that he was going to change the venue. How dare you? How dare he do that? You know, they're the people with the money and He can't control the narrative. But why not? Why can't he? Why is it that the people who hold the money and maybe the job are the ones who control the whole narrative of the situation? If he didn't necessarily feel like he agreed to the terms of some of the stipulations with where the venue needed to be, and he was able to acquire his own venue and give you, a heads up to that, why is that an issue? Was it not a regulation sized football field? Did it not have a place for you to sit and watch? See, the whole thing was, if he went to the venue of the NFL, they weren't allowing any media to be there. And he most definitely wanted media to be there. This way, it could be televised. It won't be just hearsay of what they're saying happened or didn't happen. Oh, he didn't throw well, or he was dropping the ball. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, okay, we could televise and show what I can do. I want it to be seen. I want the world to be able to see that I am still a top-notch A1 quarterback who is in shape to play. You can put me in a game this week and I'm going to be relevant, versus you being able to tell the people what you want to tell them. So I get it on the NFL side, because they definitely want to be able to control it, because they've been trying to control the narrative from the beginning.
But yeah,
I'm saying? They've been the bullies from the beginning. So I get it, them not trying to let him put the ball in his court, but I salute him for still being him and saying, hey, listen, I am going to go against the grain. I'm not going to just do what you tell me to do because you feel you could do that because you have the money and you feel like you have the power. Because I do still have the power. And all these people are like, oh, he don't want to play, he don't want to work, he just want to be a martyr. I don't think that he wants to just be a martyr. If he turns into a martyr, which he has, great. But ultimately, do I think the man wants to play? Yes, but he wants to play without playing your game.
Clap that up. My whole thing is, though, I'm just tired of us building each other up just to tear each other down. Like, we build each other up just to tear each other down. And it's like, and we do it publicly too. Mm-hmm. And it's like, people sit back and like, watch them do it to themselves again.
You're right.
They're gonna mess up their own fight. They're gonna sabotage their own cause. And you don't realize, like, when we speak out against our own, right? And again, it's okay for people to have opinions, and that's when social media created that whole atmosphere anyway. For you just to go on and attack,
anything.
Yeah, to go on and attack about anyone and everyone and whatever. So we in a different world now. I get that. But when it's something serious, or it's one of our own, or it's a deemed leader, and no matter how I feel about certain people that deem themselves as leaders, especially when it comes to African Americans or whatever, a lot of certain ways I feel, I don't express them out there. I don't put them out there, because that's what they want to see, is us attacking each other.
Yeah, the division.
And that division, and that we're not unified, or whatever the case may be. And I've seen it in several different instances, even with Al and Comcast or whatever. Like, listen, man, Al is Al. But one thing I learned from somebody I respect, shout out to Dick Gregory, when I was interviewing him, I was trying to get him, as somebody a journalist, I was trying to get him to say certain things or how you really feel about something or whatever. And this man shut it down. He would not speak negatively about Al Sharpton. Now, when we were off camera,
what he tell you is different. Yeah.
What he told me and what he expressed was totally different. But on camera, look at how it went down. Let me see. Do I got the clip? I ain't even put the clip in here. Did I?
Like that. Go over.
Oh, I did. Yeah. Here's the clip, real quick. This quick question I asked Dick Gregory about Al Sharpton, and here's how it went.
Talking all that old crazy talking ain't gonna do nothing. You know?
So do you think leaders like Al Sharpton are making positive strides and are making change?
If they wasn't, I wouldn't tell you. Huh? Okay. But I'd say you would run all over the world. Al Sharpton is probably the most powerful black man in America because he's on 5 albums a day, okay, and he's on TV. You can't get no more powerful than that.
Absolutely. Now, what did you feel like?
But you see how he handled that?
Mm-hmm.
You see the mastery to that? Regardless of how this man personally feels as a leader himself,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to disrespect another leader, one of us, publicly. All right, and he shut it down. He said, if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't we all take that mindset of how our parents taught us when we were younger? All right, what happens in the family stays within the family.
Mm.
Don't you be putting our family business out there in the street.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I look at us as a people. We family.
Yeah.
But we quick to I'm gonna keep it 100. We quick to shit on somebody else because we disagree with them publicly.
Listen, a joker will kick your back in a heartbeat now. and what's so crazy is not even just people that you don't even really know. It's family and close friends. That was part of the conversation, the gentleman that you were just speaking about who prophesied over me in our conversation. Like, that was partially one of the things we were talking about. Like I said, he was telling me some things through his life, whatever. And absolutely, like, those were the people trying to tear him down. Like, people who are close to you. Sometimes the old saying, keep your friends close and your enemies even closer, is such a saying. Or such a true saying, I should say, because sometimes you can't tell the two apart. To be very honest with you, sometimes your friends or your so-called friends are your worst enemies. You just don't know. Actually, they're worse because you trust them with sensitive information, thinking that they are a friend, and ultimately they're plotting against you, trying to kick your back. And like I said, it's unfortunately. A mass majority of us still have that slave mentality, and it's all about, I need to just fend and take care of myself, and if I gotta feed you to the lions to do so, then that's what I'm gonna do.
So, no doubt. And let's read some comments real quick. Shout out to Flo Queen and Barry B on the check-in, and everybody making comments. We're gonna get to your comments. Make sure no matter what platform you're listening to us on, you share it out, because we're gonna talk about some things today. We're gonna keep it 100.
Jesus. Flo Queen said, I'm with Cap. They tried to strip him of his right to sue the NFL in the future. No media the NFL would have said he is washed up. Exactly. It was kiss the ring setup. Barry B has said no doubt. C.E. King, what's up, C.E. said Cap is a smart man.
Absolutely.
Barry said I wouldn't have agreed to them terms either. Cap did the right thing. Cap did it the right way, excuse me. And I think that's it.
All right, so Stephen A. Smith, I listened to him on several occasions. I listened to him on ESPN. I saw his Twitter rant, or whatever the case may be, in regards to the whole Kaepernick situation. Bro, you can't see when they're playing you to be the pawn. In our fight. And then you're going to even speak on Colin controlling the narrative. It's his narrative.
Absolutely.
What the hell?
Why should he not control it?
It's better for him to do it than somebody else to spin it.
Absolutely.
Am I correct? Let's listen to Stephen A.
Or Stephen C.
Yeah. Let's listen to him and see what he said. But then listen who came to Colin Kaepernick's defense. Look at who came to Colin Kaepernick's defense. And I've said this before on the show, when a lot of times in our fight, we don't need to exclude them in our fight, because actually they can help our fight if they see things like we see it.
Absolutely.
Because for some reason, what they say is more valid than what we say.
Absolutely.
And we could be saying the same thing.
Same exact thing. Word for word, verbatim.
I'm just keeping it 100. It's a strategy to this thing. But anyway, here's Stephen A.
Stephen C.
He wants to be a martyr. But guess what? It ain't working this time. All of us believe that Colin Kaepernick would have showed out. And if he had showed out, I'm here to tell you, I believe he would have had a job inside of 2 weeks. But it didn't happen because he didn't show. He wanted to show up to a high school in Georgia. Not an NFL facility, a high school. And then YouTube it live. Like the average Joe out there gets to decide if he's on the NFL roster. You don't want to work. You just want to make noise. And you want to control the narrative. It's over. Colin Kaepernick's aspiration in the NFL. For an NFL career. It's over. He wants to be a martyr.
Wow.
They put the shucking and jive music in the background.
That's how we do each other, bruh. That's how we do each other. Now, here's Max Kellerman rebutting what Stephen A. said. I'm going to run the clip. Let's see if we agree with Max or disagree. Let's see if we agree with Stephen A. or disagree. We already heard Stephen A.
Stephen C.
These are all questions. I don't know the answer, but these are all questions. At the end of the day, you had an opportunity to show up for a workout. And oh, by the way, you showed up in a Kunta Kinte shirt. That's what you did for owners that you want to play for. Now, whether you like it or not, the bottom line is they're owners in the league with the ability to employ you. When you want a job, these are not things that you do. Because if you do them, chances are an employer is not going to choose to employ you. That's the reality. I'll leave the floor to y'all because we got too much to get into with the three of us here.
I want to address that. I have some things to say.
Mm.
First, I want to address that. The fact that the NFL has a de facto monopoly. I heard you earlier today on Get Up, Stephen A., talking about go play in the CFL. The fact that they have a de facto monopoly over professional football in this league, Professor Molly, puts more of an onus on the NFL to do the right thing, not on Kaepernick to kowtow to them. Right. That's the first thing. Secondly, who cares if he's wearing a Kunta Kinte T-shirt? Like, is our original sin in this country slavery, yes or no? Is that the reason that 31 of the 32 owners are white, yes or no? Because of the power structure, yes or no? Yes, of course it is. That's the very thing that's related to the reason Kaepernick was protesting in the first place. So what if he shows up with the Kunta Kinte T-shirt? That's number one. Number two, like, is he supposed to be like, oh, so thankful for the opportunity where he's been denied his right to work on the merits? Goodell has claimed this is a meritocracy. On the merits, no one in the world says he's not one of the best 64 quarterbacks in the world, hasn't had a job in 3 years. So thank you so much for finally trying to do the right thing in a roundabout way. And was the NFL trying to do the right thing? Well, you said your understanding is it was a standard waiver. That's the NFL's understanding. My understanding is it was not a standard waiver. That's Kaepernick's people's understanding. And by the way, if one of the points is that the NFL is indemnified not just from injury, but from other things, which would mean Kaepernick could not sue them or a suit could not be brought against them going forward for the way he has perhaps had his rights trampled or in some way not respected by the NFL since the settlement, then this whole dog and pony show, if that's what it was to smuggle that in under the radar. Now, is that the case, or is Jay-Z and the NFL, they're all actually telling the truth? I don't know, but Jay-Z wants to be an owner in the NFL. I have a lot of respect for Jay-Z and what he's trying to do, but that makes him not the most reliable narrator in this instance because his interests are aligned in that respect with the NFL. Is the NFL a reliable narrator? Well, if you're told, okay, you can have a workout, you have 48 hours to tell us whether or not you're going to take this workout. It must be on this day. It cannot be moved.
Wait, you don't think Jay-Z wanted him to get a job?
Does Jay-Z want him to get a job?
In the NFL?
I'm sure Jay-Z ideally would like him to have a job. That doesn't mean he's working in those interests necessarily. Or maybe not being used by the NFL. There are a million possibilities. But if the NFL says things like, we're going to provide you with a personnel list, and then says, no, we're not going to do it. But our understanding was, yeah, but no, we're not going to do it. And all of a sudden, you're given this waiver. Wait, can we have a standard waiver? No. Okay, in that case, we want to send our own camera crew in. So at least what you can't do is select out different clips to make us look bad or whatever and just control the narrative. We want art. No, you can't do that either. Okay, fine, so we'll just move the workout. Stephen A., is there a better way for Colin Kaepernick to behave than come out and say, owners, don't be scared? Yes. His behavior there, I believe, is suboptimal. He could have said, I know that there are forces for me and against me. I hope you listen to the forces for me. His behavior was suboptimal. That doesn't mean he did the wrong thing. He didn't allow himself, doctor, to be co-opted by the NFL.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more,
Clap that up for that, man.
Yeah.
Wow. I think him and Stephen A should change seats and color. Look at Stephen A the whole time. He is hot. He is burning up the whole time. My man is talking. Max Kellerman like,
listen.
How dare you say these things? He is hot.
You got to say it for what it is,
man.
You got to call it for what it is, man. But you see how. But it took Max Kellerman to come to his defense.
Yo, I'm telling you what Stephen A said. Right? He like, yo, you trying to mess up my $90 million right now? Please, just let me talk so maybe the black people will listen to me. I got $90 million on the line here, guy. Like, shut up, please. He had that look on his face, like, oh man, I love it.
It's crazy.
Thank you, Max Kellerman.
So
I appreciate you.
So then,
that's funny.
I just want to know this. So that's one instance of what we're talking about. Attacking each other's character in public. Self-sabotaging our cause. Then you got Judge Joe Brown over this issue of Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill. And I mean that would be a great thing for me to pull money out my pocket
and see Harriet.
And see somebody that looks like me on a $20 bill.
For once.
It's a beautiful thing. It shows that change can happen. You know, we seen it with the election of Obama. I thought we was going to see it a lot sooner with the currency.
Yeah, it was supposed to been happen. Yeah,
but you got to look at the powers that be.
Yeah,
of who's in office and who's blocking certain things. So this is why they're going to resume the whole issue of Harriet Tubman being on the $20 bill after Trump's out of office.
That's so
whenever
stupid.
That is.
Yeah.
I know it's stupid.
But my thing is this:
you know it's stupid.
These people,
but they're blocking.
And I know that, and it's coming because these rich white men who have all this money, technically in their mind, they don't want to see a black person on their money. Well, when Trump's out of office, you're still gonna have the same money, jackass. So you're still gonna have to see this black person on your money, regardless. It don't matter who's in the office.
And so, you know, as long as, you know, people have been fighting for this, and it'll be a great thing if it happens. Here go Judge Joe Brown. Right? Here we go. Him and Stephen A probably go to the same
probably cousins,
church or related. But Judge Joe Brown believes putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill downs masculinity. I'm going to say that again. Judge Joe Brown believes putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill downs masculinity.
Harriet should have left his family.
So, for a few years, there's been discussions about having Harriet Tubman placed on the front of the $20 bill. While many people express that they would love to see a prominent black figure on the bill, of course, there's some people who doesn't think it's a good idea, like Judge Joe Brown. In a clip posted on Valerie Denise Jones' show, Brown speaks with Dr. Umar Johnson and shares his honest thoughts about it. Brown believes the freedom fighter should not be on the $20 bill because it's an insult to black men and downs masculinity. While speaking about the Harriet motion picture, Brown said, he said the objective is these feminists are trying to do this movie so they can get a black woman put on a $20 bill.
Oh, wow.
He further explained, this movie is to soften the public up to the idea of taking a black woman who freed slaves by leading them to freedom and getting her on another one like her on a $20 bill, Brown said. They can't get a white woman, so they want a black woman. They don't care. They just want a woman. And it downs masculinity. Wow.
What?
Wow, bro.
I'm agreeing with Daryl D. Mac right now. Oh, you got more? Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
He goes on to say the status of an ethnic group is determined by its men, not its women.
Wow.
And putting a black woman on there before a black man is insulting to the black race because you're saying that the men ain't worth a damn. You put a woman up there first.
Wow.
That wasn't all Brown said. The judge also took shots at feminists. He said, I don't give a goddamn about feminists. They can go straight to hell, he said. And I know they hate themselves because they got 2 X chromosomes instead of an XY. They are fraudulent, self-hating, and they are sick. Whoa. Okay. So, wow. So now you're attacking your own and you're attacking women.
Exactly.
Another representation of self-sabotage. Self-sabotage when it comes to your people.
I wonder what his mother had to say about that.
I don't care if that was Michelle Obama over there, if it was Angela Davis, if it was Frederick Douglass, if it was Obama. I don't care. The fact that we have some representation to one of the things that America holds the most high, which is money.
The highest, not one of.
Currency.
The highest thing.
And we have some representation on there.
Yeah.
That's everything. You know, that's just another step. It's just another step. You know, and not to say as far as a step towards what, but it's just that it's more so like a power move for us. You know, and it's something that your grandkids can see themselves on what we hold the most high. We ain't supposed to hold that the most high.
Exactly.
But America does.
Absolutely.
So now you come along, Judge Joe Brown, and you shoot that whole concept down. All it takes is one of us to shoot it down before one of them hear it and be like,
exactly.
Judge Joe Brown is right.
Yeah, that was a bad idea.
Let's not do it.
Yep.
Because one of them, and Judge Joe Brown represents all of us, right?
At that point, yep, exactly. One of them said it wasn't right.
Judge Joe Brown will represent all of us. One of them said, it's not a good idea. It's not a good thing to do, so we're not going to do it. Same thing with Colin Kaepernick. You don't know what the NFL was planning to do technically with Colin Kaepernick or whatever. So now you put the seeds out there.
It sounded fishy.
Yeah. You put that atmosphere out there now for them to say maybe Stephen A is right. So what we was planning on doing, let's just shut that down. Because they agree with us now. Because Stephen A speaks for all of them. You see what I'm saying? What we do to ourselves when we do this, and we put that out into the atmosphere. You know, instead of just shutting up, sometimes we need to shut up. If we don't agree with certain things, we need to shut up publicly with certain things. All right? And just take it to that person. Listen, P, I know you said on air that you think all such and such need to be this way or that way. Bro, I disagree with you. You shouldn't have said that on air.
After the show.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said that. You was wrong and blah, 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 or whatever. And, you know, it's just a certain way we should handle situations. Let's read some comments.
I like what Kaz just said, and because I was thinking it, and I was going to say that. You beat me to it, Kaz, because no one was talking. It said, if it wasn't for the black woman, there wouldn't be the black man. Some of the strongest black people I know, she should have put are black women. He said, is black women. I don't speak about it. I'm messing with you. Is black women. I agree. Didi Graham said, what is the problem? He would just say, Judge Joe Brown hates black women. Watch his show. He always talks down and degrades them every episode. And then Daryl D. McNeil said, Joe Brown was drunk. I think I agree with you on that, Daryl. And then Barry B. said, talking about Stephen A. before, he said he embarrassed Stephen A. on his own platform.
Of course he did.
Yeah. And Kaz said, I had an uncle like that. His name was Tom. Get Magic Mike on the phone. Mike call in. Stupid. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, that whole is degrading to black people because you put a black woman on there before a black man, so you saying a black man ain't. No, like you sound silly. First of all, she's an iconic black woman who freed slaves, brought slaves from slavery into freedom. She most definitely should be revered and honored. And if you as a free black man feel some type of way about Harriet Tubman being on a bill, that's nuts to me. Like, how do you have an issue? And in the movie they just trying to soften up. Like you sound for you to be an old man and supposed to be a judge and someone who's intelligent. You sound real stupid. Like he sounds really stupid making those statements. Like I wouldn't have said that out loud to anybody, especially not on a show or something.
We do it to each other.
He actually said that out loud.
We do it to each other. It's like
that's horrible.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Another thing too with Amanda Seales, I didn't even really had to listen to what she was saying. I listened to what she said, but with the whole situation with what's the guy that they're trying to
I forget his name offhand.
The state of Rodney Reed.
Yes.
So Rodney Reed,
Texas.
He was scheduled for execution on November 20th. So now he got to stay at execution, and that was brought about because
petition signed,
and there was new evidence introduced.
Yeah.
That said he couldn't have did the crime.
Yeah.
So, all right. So it's a good thing that we're not going to kill somebody
who's innocent
for that particular crime.
You would think so,
regardless of what he did in the past.
Yes.
Right?
We're just speaking about this particular crime,
right? Regardless of what he did in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, Amanda Seales basically comes forward and was like, I'm not going to jump on this bandwagon for this fight, for this man and blah, 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 because I got my reason, this and that, whatever. All right, but here's my whole thing. So just like they took certain things that Kim Kardashian introduced to the situation and other people, other celebrities that came forward to help this man get a stay of execution, because they believe he's an innocent man based on the evidence and everything. And just like they took that into account to say, stop the execution. Now you get some more of us coming forward.
Kill him.
Saying, well, I'm not riding this wagon because of this, that. All right. We got to one point where we were stopping an innocent man from being executed.
Yeah.
In which a lot of us have been executed for things we did not do.
Absolutely.
All right?
Yep. Maintain innocence till they
throughout history.
Yep.
Throughout history.
Yeah.
So if you're able to save one, you did a damn good thing.
Absolutely.
All right? So you get her coming for it, and you get her making her point. Excuse me. And I get what she's saying. And we're going to listen to what she was saying. But why put that out there that way? And you have a huge following, and there are people that hang on to your every word. You're becoming a huge celebrity now in all of this, and now it may sway it back, to where we originally got it, to where it's going to be a stay of execution. So who knows? That governor and the prison warden and all of that, like, you know what this young lady's saying right here, that has a popular Netflix show and everything, she's making a lot of sense. Go on, fry him.
Kill the nigger.
You don't know. You don't. It's like, come on, man. There is power in words.
Wow, absolutely.
There is so much power in words, and we got to watch what we do and say against each other publicly, especially in this world of social media right now. You know, especially how the world takes everything to be law. Anything you put up on the gram or Facebook or whatever like that, people take it to be law. I see all the time people posting old ass news clips and acting like it just happened. Oh, such and such died from such and such. Bruh, he died 9 years ago.
Did he die again?
You know why?
Did he come back?
You know why? And Dick Gregory said this: we don't read. We don't do our research.
Yeah.
We do not do our research. So we have to be very careful of the information that we take in and that we deem to be the truth. All right, let's play Amanda Seales' clip talking about Rodney Reed.
So here are some things I think it's important for us to address about Rodney Reed. One, the campaign to stay the execution of Rodney Reed and exonerate him was launched by supporters of Rodney Reed who believe him to be innocent of the murder of Stacey Stites. This, I'm going to call it propaganda though, was presented to people like you and me with a very decisive, clear-cut intention to not include the entire bigger picture of Rodney Reed as he presents as a criminal and danger to women. It is imperative that we acknowledge this because I know that many of us really fancy ourselves just good people. Like if there's an opportunity to help people, especially like in a very basic way, like signing a petition or donating, like we'll put ourselves to that, no problem. So when the Rodney Reed case was presented to us, and if you're someone like me, you read the materials that were presented with it and you felt, okay, like none of this seems, awry, you went ahead with the support. So it is very, it feels very duplicitous that those who were pushing for this, not just his family, but individuals who fancy themselves activists, were doing so with the knowledge that this person, Rodney Reed, is not just accused of, but has been linked to previous rapes via his DNA being discovered within the victim. And he has been ID'd by a woman who escaped him. And the rape cases that were, and so you're asking yourselves, well, why wasn't he convicted of those? Well, 3 of those cases did not go to trial because he had already been convicted of capital punishment. So essentially he was already on death row, so they didn't bother to try these other cases. Now, I don't know if you're like me. I'm like, well, why does because he's on death row mean that these other cases didn't deserve justice? That is another mystery of our justice system. However, I think it is very important to note, though, that this is somebody who, in 2 cases, one in Wichita Falls and one Stacey Stites in Bastrop, Texas, cited that the reason his semen was found in the body of a person who was raped and killed was because he was having a previous relationship with them. He was having a current relationship with them that, unbeknownst to anybody else, was going on because that person was a white woman and he was a black man. Now, let me tell you about my intuition. I don't know about y'all, but it is very bizarre to me that this nigga loved white women so much that he put his life in danger in order to sleep with these women. Because remember, Stacey Stites was engaged to a police officer at the time. So he would be putting himself in danger. But he was somehow carrying on a relationship with both of these 2 women. And both of these women were raped and murdered. And he was somehow exonerated the first one in Wichita, Texas, in Wichita Falls, because they believed him in the story that this actually was going on under clandestine means because of their racial differences. However, in the Bastrop case, that obviously didn't fly. And the DA says that, she realized that, like, this is a pattern, like he's using the same tactic. When you see things like this, like, it's very, like, alarming for obvious reasons. But what alarms me most, though, is the people who felt like this was not pertinent information that needed to be included in their assertion to the masses that we should rally behind this person. Now, in their point of view, they feel that regardless of whether he committed those crimes or not, he should not be killed. He should not be on death row. That's a different fight. You understand what I'm saying? It's a different fight to say, like, let's fight to get this person who is on death row not killed because we don't believe in the death penalty. That's a different fight than this person should not be killed because they're innocent.
Well, here's the thing. For this particular case.
Exactly. Which is what we're speaking about.
All right. Yeah. They found enough evidence which clears them of the murder.
Yes.
And again, if he did have a previous relationship with these folks, and if she was married to a cop, why isn't some of the speculation put on
the cop?
On the cop,
absolutely.
So
we've all heard enough of those stories.
So from what I understand, in a lot of these cases, if you create any type of doubt,
that's it.
Reasonable doubt.
That's what the lawyers are there for. Absolutely. To create reasonable doubt.
You are what? You are presumed what?
Innocent.
Okay.
Yeah.
So again, I get what Amanda is saying, but sis, I don't know. It's like, come on now. You seen how we, and again, regardless of what he did in the past or whatever, or his past, we're talking about this particular case. I want to see how other people feel about this.
Well, my thing too about the situation, like you got to be careful of what you speak upon, because like I said, I'm with you. I get what she's trying to say, and you have to realize how the justice system is supposed to work. We're speaking about a specific incident, so whether or not he's done other things, if there's not enough evidence for this specific incident, you have to find him not guilty. You can't find him guilty for this incident or for things that he might have done in the past.
Well, he was on death row.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Murder, yeah. What I'm just saying is, like, that's what she's trying to say. What is he did this, but he, so if for this instance he's being found not guilty because they don't have evidence or they found new evidence, then he shouldn't be killed for this. Now, what that probably will do is maybe bring up the other cases, and maybe they might try him for them. And if he is guilty of those things, then he should be punished for that. But you can't just punish somebody for something because you know they did something else. And you got to be careful what you're saying, because that could backfire, and it could happen to you. It could happen to me. It could happen to Norm. It could happen to your family member. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful what you're saying. The justice system is already jacked up. We don't need to help it out any at all, because then they'd be like, they can use your own word. Well, you said that he did this, this, and this before, so we should be able to do it for this. That could backfire and happen to you. Well, we know that you did this before, so I know you're not necessarily guilty this time, but we're gonna try you anyway. You get what I'm saying? So you kind of gotta be careful what you're putting out there, because like you said, words are very powerful, and you better believe they listen, especially when we're talking. Oh, no, they agree. They agree to this. This is what we should be. This should be law now. This is what we should be able to do. Even though that they're not guilty this time, if they did something before, we should be able to prosecute them. So watch what you're putting out there into existence.
No doubt. Let's read a comment.
Ingrid Judge said, I guess replying to Felicia. What did Felicia say? I don't see, but she said bipolar. Cass said, Richard Pryor said it best. There's no justice. There's just us. And Kaz also said, after Kunta got his foot cut off, do you think that Toby would have stepped up and tried to run us to freedom? Question mark. She said he couldn't even run to the outhouse. His stomach started bubbling. And I got the rest of them from earlier.
Yeah.
Yep. But I mean, listen. If it's not at, like with OJ, if it don't quit. Don't fit, must have quit. Yep. Even with that, all the people were up in there, oh, he did it. OJ ain't killing people. Do he know who killed him? Absolutely. That I agree. I think he positively know who killed them people, but did he do it? No, but the world wanted him to crucify him for it.
Yeah, let's read some comments.
We just did. Was not,
Didi.
remember? Yeah. Oh, Didi. Okay, Didi. I think she just wanted to have something to say. If she read the material, she would have spoken correctly. Yeah.
True indeed. But again, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
Always coming out publicly against one another. Get that attention or whatever. And creating that doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, after we've already started building up a fight for something or whatever. You know, again, you got it with Colin, you got it with Harry Tubman, you got it with this brother Rodney Reed.
Mm-hmm.
It's just ongoing things, you know. Even with the attacks against Al Sharpton, man. Listen. Regardless, opportunist, whatever you want to call him, whatever, he still draws attention to the matters where otherwise attention wouldn't be drawn to it.
Yeah.
So, and he has a platform, just like Dick Gregory said. You know, he's on X amount of times a day, whatever like that, and whatever he can't speak about. Remember this: he'll bring on guests that can say whatever they want to, because they're not bound under no contracts.
Absolutely.
With MSNBC or Comcast, whatever the case may be. We don't know how the inner workings go, but we're quick to jump on the attack. You know, and at one time we'll build somebody up. Oh, he's the man. Colin is the man. Yay. Fight for Harry Tubman. Yay. Oh, Harry Tubman, blah, 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 blah. And this shouldn't be done now. Oh, Colin is just doing this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, Jay-Z is such and such. It's like,
I will say this, though, you know,
Tired of it, man.
about people, and I'm not trying to tear anybody down, but
it's okay to disagree.
if you know that you're working for the devil and you're okay with it, then that is a problem to me. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. If you know you're working for a company that does devilish things, and you know this outright that they do it, but you are financially taken care of, and they don't necessarily, you know, come after you, attack you, and then I do have something to say about that. You know, I'm not saying that that's what he's doing, but I'm just saying any of these celebrities in general, like, that's when, to me, the problem comes in.
So what's the difference between what Jay-Z is doing and what you're doing?
Absolutely.
When it comes to the NFL. All right.
Well, that's what I'm saying that too, because what my man said.
Sundays you watching the Giants.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you rooting for the Giants and you screaming at the TV and whatever like that. So what's the difference between you being a fan, because that's still supporting the NFL, and what Jay-Z is doing? All right. So again, if you don't know somebody's true intention, you're just a lover of the sport.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're a fan of the sport, whatever the case may be. So my thing is, I'm not going to sit up there either. If Jay-Z wants to become an owner eventually,
yes, and I get that.
Being an African American man, what is so wrong with that?
Nothing.
What is wrong with
nothing?
Him becoming,
and I agree
because what's the numbers? What's the numbers that Max Kellerman quoted? He said, I think 33 is all Caucasian.
30 to 31.
31.
Yeah,
and then there's only one African American owner.
I don't think they know this.
Yeah, he mentioned it. He said there's one.
I don't think so. I don't think there's any African American.
Yeah, I think he did.
Really? I gotta go back and look at that, because I didn't think any.
I forgot the team, but I think there is one African American owner on one team. So if Jay-Z becomes the second.
Like I said, I want him to do that. I want him to do that, and I know he's aspiring to do that. But like I said, my thing is, if you're selling your soul to do that, or better yet, if you're selling my soul to do that, I have a problem.
I mean, I agree. But here's the thing: it's either we can't, you know, we can't be halfway crooks. All right. So my whole thing is, it's either you support the NFL or you don't. And when you say you don't support them, that means you ain't watching, and you give up all this.
I didn't for 2 years.
Okay, but you do it now. But see, this is my thing. Here's my thing. So like, I think that system, like any broken system, needs to be fixed. Eventually, it needs to be fixed. And who knows if fixing the system has something to do with Jay-Z becoming a part of it.
Mhm.
This whole situation with Colin Kaepernick, because they don't want another situation like that again.
Yeah.
You feel me? Period. Whether Colin plays again for the NFL or not,
Mhm.
the NFL does not want that attention,
Yeah,
that
because
type of attention.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Again.
Yeah.
So who knows if this is not the catalyst for the system to eventually start changing within the NFL. So do we totally disregard something because it's broken? Evidently not, because you love football.
Mhm.
You watch football. You watch NFL. I watch the NFL. We
Mhm.
like sports. I like to see teams play. So, and right now, who's at the top of that tier in the NFL? You know, I watch them more than I do watch high school football and whatever. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, we just gotta be mindful of our emotions and how we just so quick to attack whatever without doing our proper research and without waiting to see what somebody's true intention is. I'm not jumping on Jay-Z's back either.
No, me
just
neither.
like I'm not jumping
I'm
on
just saying.
Colin Kaepernick's
No.
back either. Man. Let's wait and see.
Yeah.
Let's look at some.
Didi said, I think. Oh no, I read that right. She also said, absolutely, creating doubt.
The Jaguars, yes.
Some people are followers and manipulators. How many people will hang on her every word? Look at the Orange Man and his many followers. Then Daryl D-Mac said the other owner is not African American. Then he said Jacksonville Jaguars Shahid Khan. So I guess maybe they're Muslim.
That's what Kellerman thought.
Yeah,
he was African American because of the name.
Maybe so. Could possible.
All right, so then that's even more to the argument, man. We don't have no
or maybe
African American
it's
ownership.
Arabian. Shahid Khan. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. So I mean,
but I can even tell you the only reason that Jay-Z is even able to sit at the table and have any kind of conversation is because of the number of zeros that he have in his bank account. If he was just a millionaire, if he wasn't a billionaire, he wouldn't be sitting there having any conversation and or be able to make any moves. That's the only reason he's able to sit at the table, because he can kind of play on their field.
There's no discrimination against green.
No, absolutely not
at all.
Absolutely right. When they sit at that table, that's what they see. They see green.
Yeah, there's no discrimination against green. If he can make his way up in there and whatever, and again cause change, or whatever, and again, just like they, I'm sorry to say it, Caucasians that infiltrated the music industry for years.
Yeah.
And they claimed it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Basically.
Yeah.
As far as controlling it.
Absolutely.
For years. So, I mean, like, if we can get up in there, infiltrate the NFL, and make some type of change, why not? I'm just saying, man, just stop. Like, wait and see what the whole strategy is. Wait and see what the planning is, whatever. We just quick to be on the attack without understanding. We are not up there in these meetings. We're not.
No, but I mean, even with the NFL situation, like it was said that Jay-Z was upset at how Cap handled the situation. And Jay-Z's a businessman, so he's read and signed many contracts before. He's actually has his own sports agency, Rock Nation. So he understands the nuances of what they were trying to do. So I mean, honestly, like Max said, can you be upset with what Colin did? Absolutely not. Yeah. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, he took back the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely.
And put it in his lap.
And put it in
his lap, man.
Yeah.
Michael Bloomberg. Mike Bloomberg, Mike Bloomberg, the media mogul, Bloomberg, radio, television, Bloomberg Media.
And now trying to be Bloomberg rules the world.
Former mayor of New York
City, man.
Apologizing for the whole stop and frisk law. How do y'all really feel about that? Was his apology sincere? And you remember that stop and frisk law got a lot of us locked up.
Yeah.
A lot of minorities locked up. It was a big problem in New York City.
It was actually illegal. It was an illegal thing to do.
Yeah. So it took to dismantle that whole stop and frisk process. Basically, it took them like 6 years basically to dismantle that under the reigns of Mayor de Blasio. And shout out to Mayor de Blasio.
We'll clap it up for de Blasio.
Because he really worked on that, getting that thing shut down and everything. But here was Bloomberg's apology, because eventually he wants to run for president. under the Democratic Party. And here's the clip.
I got something important wrong. I got something important really wrong. I didn't understand that back then, the full impact that stops were having on the Black and Latino communities. I realized back then I was wrong, and I'm sorry.
He said he's sorry. He's wrong.
That sounded about as sincere as when he said the same thing to his wife when they're intimate and he gets finished first. Honey, I'm sorry. I really wanted you to get done first, but back then I was it didn't sound sincere at all.
The platform he chose was a huge African American church to make the speech.
Knock it off.
One of the biggest somewhere in the city.
Knock it off, dude.
And so I see, we attacking the pastor for letting him come there. I'm not mad at the pastor.
No.
He just gave him a platform.
Exactly.
To say what he was going to say.
Yeah.
Whether he agrees with it or not.
Yeah.
That's a whole different story. So I see people attacking the pastor.
Yeah, you can't attack the pastor.
For letting him use his church. Now, Mike Bloomberg was always accused of some type of discrimination or racist stuff way before this stop and frisk.
Absolutely.
I remember when he was running for mayor.
Him, Rudy.
And I remember when somebody we know used to
Absolutely.
work for him.
Yeah.
And they was very instrumental in his election, him getting elected to mayor. But during the course of it, he heard Mike and other people discussing certain things. And they actually heard him say some racist things and some N-words were thrown around. So to quiet that, they were paid off. I can't expose the names of who they were, but I actually know these people very personally.
Yeah.
And it's like, not only did he pay them off, but he kind of put the black foot on them, so it'd be hard for them to ever even work again.
Paid them off and cut them off.
Regardless whether they got $1 million to, okay, here's the NDA, here's the silence agreement, you can't speak about this, that, can't talk to the press about this, that, whatever the case may be, here's $1 million. But he also made it hard for them to ever work in that field again. And I seen their struggle. So that's how powerful the dude is. You know what I'm saying?
He's a billionaire. That's what they do.
You know, my thing is, bruh, you could take that apology
and
stick
it where the sun don't shine.
Because I've seen your work. That's all I'm gonna say. Heard all about your work. I seen your work. I don't buy that shit for nothing.
I seen more heartfelt apologies from crackheads. That Joker, he didn't show not one drip drop of
the impact it would have.
I didn't know that it impacted
on African American and
Latinos back then. I didn't know it was impacting them like that.
You didn't know that would primarily affect them.
You didn't see the arrest numbers? Absolutely, you did.
Come on. Meanwhile, while their arrest numbers went up, real crimes from other people were being overlooked. Come on, bro. Miss me with that.
Put him away. That's just like Rudy thinking that he was gonna run and now he gonna go to jail.
Let's read a comment.
Didi said blah blah blah, and Jamal Carter said they're all sorry when they need our votes. And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Come on, clap that up.
Yeah, that's a fact. Look at Trump. Well, you guys voted for this one and that one all these years. What could happen if you vote for me? That was the biggest technology ever played on the face of the earth. You can vote for me. What bad could happen? 4 years later, I don't know if we can count that high. How many bad things could happen? But look at how many people going to jail.
Crazy.
That's associated with him, or have went to jail. That's associated with him, or jumped ship. So, yeah.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A will no longer donate to anti-LGBTQ charities following protests. They will no longer donate. Okay. All right. In the past, Chick-fil-A has donated millions of dollars to both the Salvation Army and the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Both organizations have a history of opposing same-sex marriage, according to CNBC. We made multi-year commitments to both organizations, and we fulfilled those obligations in 2018.
Right.
A spokeswoman for Chick-fil-A told Thomson Reuters Foundation, adding that the company will now focus its charitable giving on education, homelessness, and hunger. Okay.
Yeah, that's what, just so people know, and that's why when I seen this story, I seen a lot of people from the LGBT community still up in arms, like, oh, it's not because they changed their way that their outlook. Mm-hmm. They still feel the same way as a company, but like they said, they just had a contract with those two companies, which was fulfilled, so they just decided not to re-sign those contracts. So I mean, they still feel the same way, people. So a lot of y'all not gonna run down there and get the chicken sandwiches. Still, it's no change.
Popeye still got them.
Popeye, and that's what was funny, because somebody said, "Oh, it does seem a little fishy that they're doing this right now while Popeyes, got this new chicken sandwich out that could affect their, their bottom line." It's possible. It's possible, but
All right.
What you gonna do?
So, Burger King reportedly sued by vegans.
Oh, wow.
For grilling meatless burgers on the same grill as beef burgers.
Wow.
Damn it, man. Lawsuit in effect by vegans.
Jesus.
Here we go.
Come on.
According to TMZ, a man named Philip Williams has just filed a class action lawsuit claiming Burger King has falsely advertised its Impossible Whopper. According to the lawsuit, the burger cannot truly be considered vegan because it's cooked on the same grill as meat burgers. Williams says his burger was contaminated by meat products at a Burger King in Atlanta. The lawsuit says Burger King does not notify customers that the burgers are cooked in a way. Y'all get it. But here's the thing. All he might get out the lawsuit is that the restaurants might just put up signs now. He may not get no money out of that.
I just, oh man.
People sue for anything,
They sue for anything. But he's right though. He's right about that, because at the past company that I worked for, when someone ordered we didn't have the Impossible, they had the Beyond Meat burgers. But when somebody did order it, we didn't cook it on the grill because of that reason. We cooked it in a pan, and instead of using the regular like butter, you have to use oil, because then if you use the butter, it's not vegan. So wow. And I never thought about that with Burger King. Everything goes through the little what's the name at Burger King. But yeah, absolutely, they're gonna get some money out of it. I guarantee. I
eat burgers
guarantee.
anyway, so I was just trying something different. So if it's happened to cook on the same thing as the actual burger was cooked on, I'm not gonna be mad at it.
But my thing is this: if you're true vegan, why are you going to Burger King? Like, knock it off. Don't even go to Burger King.
Yeah.
Why are you even walking into a Burger King if you are truly a vegan?
Yeah. I had the matter of fact, where's it at?
Oh, the Beyond.
I went to Dunkin' Donuts this morning and had the Beyond sausage sandwich. And that was beyond good. It was terrible.
They probably microwave it too. Oh no, they use the convection. They don't use microwave. They use convection.
Let me tell you, I had that new Beyond sausage sandwich, man. You know, with the egg and the cheese, and it's plant-based sausage, whatever. It's worse than
But see,
sandwich I have.
even that,
It's
like,
just terrible.
I don't get that. So that makes no sense. So you're giving me a meatless sausage, but you're putting an egg on it. So it's still not vegetarian.
That's vegetarian. Yes, it is.
Egg?
Egg is egg. Vegans can't have eggs. Vegetarians
Yeah, because
can have eggs.
Vegetarians can have
Yes.
eggs. So I thought you okay. Yeah, vegans definitely. You're right. So okay, all right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I live with an ex vegan. Agree. I'm not vegan, but you don't go to Burger King. Yeah, truly.
Absolutely not. You're not even.
Burger.
You're not even driving by Burger King if you
go to Plant King.
Exactly. Something.
Yeah, go to Veggie King.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but y'all could try it if y'all want to, but the thing that Dunkin' Donuts is trying to sell people now, that Beyond sausage is garbage. Complete, utter garbage. I was just hungry, so I ate it.
Let me try it out.
Yeah.
You know, you could have got turkey. They got turkey sausage.
Oh, do they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I just saw the commercial. That commercial got me amped up. It was good marketing.
See, I'm about to say they got you. They got you.
Some subliminals kicked
They
in.
got
the
you. visuals.
visuals. I saw the little juices running down the Beyond sausage.
Oh man!
And I saw how it stuck to the biscuit, and I was like, "Yo, let me get this thing, man. It's garbage, though. It's garbage." Let's read a comment.
Ingrid said, "There's nothing healthy about Beyond Meat. However, if you advertise vegan, the food should be handled as such." Absolutely. Why do you say that about the Beyond Meat? Well, I guess, you know what? Anything processed, you got to look at it like that. If it's processed.
Well, it does have, all the Beyond Meat has this chemical in there because they need something to make it cohesive. Cohesive, right?
Oh,
So that
okay.
chemical is really a non-digestible chemical.
Oh, Jesus.
But it just comes out. It comes out your system, like it passes through your system, but it's really a non-digestible chemical. They're using it on cosmetics. They're using it in cosmetics as well.
Wow.
You think I'm joking? Look it
No,
up.
I don't think you're joking. But that's what I always say about the FDA and what we try to pass off as, like, it's really not this. I hate to say it, but it's really nothing healthy for you. Like, even the only way you're gonna get healthy food is if you grow it yourself. If you grow your own vegetables, you know, and even then, you gotta hope that the soil is not contaminated. You know, you buy soil, even the soil you buy in the store, same thing. You gotta hope it's not contaminated. It's like everything. Wow, I never knew that. I mean, I don't really eat Beyond Burgers and all that, but I didn't know that they would put something like I know the buns for Subway at one point had like rubber or plastic or foam, something that they used for something. It was like foam in the bread.
See this right here?
Yes.
Methyl cellulose. Let's see what's in that.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna get an education today here on the Man Cave Show.
That's horrible though. That is horrible. So what is it saying? Is it both performing laxative? That is still. I mean, it's horrible what they what it say? I can't.
Methyl cellulose is a chemical compound derived from cellulose.
Okay.
It is sold under a variety of trade names and is used as a thickener and emulsifier in various food and cosmetic products.
Wow.
And also as a bulk-forming laxative like cellulose. It is not digestible, but it's not toxic and not an allergen.
Wow.
Yeah. So
they killing us, man. They killing us.
It's not toxic.
I'm saying still, they killing us the one way that they know they can get away with it, by things that we have to eat and we have to drink. So they're attacking the water and they're attacking the food. They're attacking the two things that we ultimately need to survive, and that is so hard. That's crazy. That's crazy. Sandy said, I don't think it's advertised as a vegan burger. Is it? Actually, it's not advertised as a vegan burger. I thought they called it plant-based burger. Absolutely. Is that the same thing? Yeah, but they don't advertise as vegan. She's absolutely correct, and that's why. That's probably why they didn't do it. So you know what? They might not get any money because if it was never advertised as vegan, you can, unless the person came in and said, "Hey, I'm vegan. I need you to give me a vegan one," and he realized that there's burger juices on it. But yeah, so you're right, sis. They don't advertise it as vegan. They advertise it as a plant-based burger. Didi said, so did you all know that yolk of the egg is a menstrual of the chicken? Yeah, absolutely.
Is the what?
Is the menstrual of the chicken. What a whole egg period is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
No, that is true. The egg, eating eggs, that's basically what it is. It's a chicken's menstrual. That's the same as, absolutely it is. Yes. Cass says, as much as I like to go to my 5 stars, y'all want to do this shiznick today? Huh? Oh, I got you. We sorry to mess up your lunch.
I go to Nassie's. I get my turkey sausage, scrambled eggs and cheese, so scrambled minstrel and cheese.
Yeah.
And home fries. Is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Well, it's our choice.
We ain't none of us eating after
No, I'm about to get some amazing taste right now for lunch.
I don't know what I'm getting. I'm hungry. After the meeting, absolutely. I know I'm hungry. I'm thinking in the head. I don't know what I'm getting yet.
Lord, man, did you mess me up with that one?
No, but she's right though. It's
I
absolutely a
believe
fact.
sis.
Yes.
She messed me up with that one. All right, we'll come back tomorrow because we got 5 minutes left.
Yes.
So we'll come back tomorrow, more stories. And again, you're going to see some changes over the years and a whole different look coming up soon. Before the new year, after. Actually, before the new year, you actually see some of the changes. All good changes, all positive changes. Make sure y'all come check us out this Friday, TGI Fridays.
Absolutely.
All right, for the after work ride. Damn, man, Friday Night Live.
Friday Night Live happy hour mix. He about to mix stuff all together.
Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Won't he do?
Yes, he will. Yes, hey,
Friday Night Live, man. TGI Fridays, 1315 Centennial Avenue, Piscataway, Jersey. The happy hour mix is going down. Shout out to everybody that came out this past Friday, man. We had a good time.
Yeah, man, we had a great time.
Good time.
Yep.
Man, I got my little drink on.
Yeah, had people in there with whistles and everything.
Whistles. It was crazy. It was crazy. Shout out to my dude Nate Smith. He bought me some. Yeah, he bought some drinks.
Salute.
Over there, had me a little fluffy.
Salute.
Had me a little woozy.
Too fun.
Yes. But we had some fun up in the building at TGI Fridays, and don't forget it's going down. Let me get the date for y'all. New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm.
New Year's Eve, man. Tuesday, December 31st at the Westwood. Really, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's the place to be. Westwood is a beautiful spot.
It's a very nice spot.
Free parking. Open bar. Tickets are $70, man. Open bar. $70 on New Year's Eve. It's a beautiful spot. Music brought to you by DJ Big H and yours truly, DJ Storm Norton the General. Going to be rocking out the set, man. Dressed to impress. It's a black tie affair. Just come out just looking good, man. Come out looking good. Say goodbye to 2019 and ring in 2020 with class and style, man. And no doubt, shout out to our people's Jerry, too. It's her birthday, so she's going to be celebrating her birthday. She's definitely one of the promoters and hosts of this event. If you want to reserve seats or whatever the case may be, call her at 908-405-7620. There will be tickets at the radio station as well. We will have tickets here at the radio station and everything. Get your tickets. Again, it's only $70. Open bar. They're going to have great food there, everything. It's just going to be a great time at the Westwood, 438 North Avenue, Garwood, New Jersey. New Year's Eve, black tie affair. Elegant, baby. Elegant.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I love when my people come out looking good for something. Love it.
Absolutely.
So hopefully you see y'all there. And don't forget, go to NJ Pac, man. Get them tickets for Ja Rule, Little Mo, Ashanti, Lloyd, it's going down January 4th at NJ Pack, man. It's going to be off the chain. Ashanti and Rule said this is going to be one of their best shows ever. They're going to really go in.
Little Mo said going to be looking right.
Yes, Little Mo said she's going to do her thing, and Lloyd got his old stuff, and he got some new stuff. He's bringing it to y'all. NJ Pack is going to be off the hook, and then right then and there is going to be the after party. As soon as they hit their last note, the after party right there again with yours truly, DJ Storm on the General will be rocking the set for the after party, man. And y'all saw, I don't know if y'all saw the post from the last one I just did for Shaka Khan. It was crazy. It was bananas. It was a sea of people. People just enjoying themselves, having a good time from all over, man. So, again, that's going to be January 4th. So you can go to NJ Pack and you can get your tickets right now. The after party is complimentary with the concert ticket.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah.
So, again, so as soon as you get up out your seat, whatever, you walking right into the after party. It's off the chain. Great time. Salute to NJ Pack. Get those tickets, man. So again, we want to thank everybody for joining us on the Man Cave Morning / Afternoon Show. Going to see y'all tomorrow, mañana. All right. So again, man, just remember this show is never about us. Man.
No, but it's always about you,
because
you are the next best kept secret.
See y'all tomorrow, man. And for those that missed the show, just share it out to somebody or tag somebody in it, whatever. And again, because you know the show is on multiple platforms. All right, so make sure y'all just share it out. All right, so people can watch that rerun. All right?
And remember, we love you guys.
Yes, we do. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Not a damn thing. Peace and blessings, man.
We out. Love y'all.